Tesla's market share improved again. In Q4 2022, January 30, 2023, during the fourth quarter of 2022, Tesla managed to once again increase its market share, despite various challenges that required actions to boost sales, and ultimately led to price cuts in January. According to the industry data, trailing 12 months, Tesla's market share in the United States, Canada, counted together appears to be somewhere above 3.5% and is heading toward 4%. We guess that this level will be easily achieved in 2023, as the company benefits from price cuts and federal tax credit in the US. In Europe, Tesla's market share exceeded 2% for the very first time in history. Perspectives to improve this result are good, because the local production of the Tesla Model Y will increase. Prices were lowered and the model qualifies for incentives in Germany, Europe's largest EV market. In China, things appear to be more complex and the progress slowed down in recent quarters, preventing Tesla from reaching 2% market share. Tesla's market share is increasing mainly because the company is consistently increasing its sales volume to a new record of 405,278 units in Q4 and 13.851 in 2022. In some cases, the market share increases because of the overall market shrunk year over year. In 2023, the company is expected to further increase production and sales, potentially to 1.8 million units. But it's very difficult to forecast anything in a highly volatile economy. Tesla's long-term target is to increase electric car sales, on average, by 50% year over year. We are planning to grow production as quickly as possible in alignment with the 50% CAGR target we began guiding to in early 2021. In some years we may grow faster and some we may grow slower, depending on a number of factors. For 2023, we expect to remain ahead of the long-term 50% CAGR with around 1.8 M cars for the year. One thing worth noting is that Tesla already sold more than 3.6 million electric cars globally since 2008, and its 12-month output improved beyond 1.3 million annually. 1.6 million considering only Q4. Source: reposted and summarized from Mark Kane at InsideEVS.com. My take: Tesla keeps becoming bigger and better in every way until they become CHOAM. Musk says only some smart investors see value of Tesla's FSD. January 30, 2023, Tesla CEO Elon Musk claimed during the recent Q4 2022 investors' earnings call while talking about Tesla's full self-driving progress that only some smart retail investors understand, but I think a lot of others maybe don't. Musk has been making such comments lately on Twitter. And while he may be right, there are some important details to point out here. Elon Musk has been touting Tesla for years, as is to be expected. And as he should. Come on. H is the company's CEO and largest investor. And the EV startup has endured an incredible amount of negativity and adversity over the years only to come out far ahead of its rivals. However, it's not hard to argue that his statements have become plain weird. Especially if you take a step back and consider the circumstances and the bigger picture. Lately, Musk continues to make comments about most people not understanding, not knowing, or not realizing what Tesla's up to and how amazing it is. People will make a comment on the social media site about something positive related to Tesla, and Musk will reply in agreeance, adding that it's crazy but people simply don't know it or see it. It's as if H is suggesting that perhaps the stock is down not because Tesla is on the wrong track, but because smart investors aren't understanding or paying enough attention. Again, anyone could easily argue here that Musk is right or wrong. However, the weird part is that for years now, Musk, along with a host of Tesla fans, owners, and investors are really the only folks regularly sharing these incredible positives about Tesla. The automaker doesn't advertise. The masses aren't going to see a Super Bowl commercial showing how Tesla's cars avoid killing kids. Though they may see a Super Bowl commercial showing the cars bowling over mannequins that look like kids. Tesla also doesn't have a PR department in the US, so if a prospective buyer, potential investor, or anyone in the media wants some clarification or details about some component of Tesla's technology and how it blows away rivals, there's really nowhere to get those answers. Moreover, Tesla withholds all sorts of details about its products from the public. including typical specs and expected information that you'll find commonly shared in detail by most other automakers about their products. If Musk really thinks that the issue with Tesla is that people simply don't know or understand just what it's doing and how much better it is than rivals' technologies and progress, perhaps Tesla should work exceedingly harder to share it with the world. Perhaps not only share it, but go to lengths to prove it. Of course, Musk, Tesla execs, Tesla owners, Tesla investors, and Tesla fans, in general, are likely to tout the technology, but much of the media is covering it in a different light. If those news stories are false and misleading, isn't it Tesla's and Musk's job to set the record straight rather than simply claiming that most people just don't get it? Musk also recently bragged about his massive number of Twitter followers, and how the number is growing every day. This means he can reach out to nearly 130 million people with the click of his keyboard or phone. However, these are people who are choosing to follow Musk for one reason or another. And perhaps not the people he needs to be educating about Tesla's progress, plans, products, and successes. Is it time for Tesla to start being much more transparent? Start advertising in a more traditional sense? And/or restart a working PR department? Or should Musk just keep suggesting that people don't know or understand what's going on at Tesla? Source: reposted and summarized from Stephen Loveday at InsideEVS.com. My take: when Tesla solves FSD, it will change the world of transportation as we know it. Tesla insurance data has driven changes to vehicle design. Elon Musk. January 30, 2023. Tesla insurance data is proving very valuable for the electric vehicle maker. So much so that some changes to the company's vehicles have been implemented because of it. During the recently held fourth quarter and full-year earnings call, Tesla investors asked CFO Zachary Kirkhorn when Tesla insurance would become big enough to warrant details in the company's financials. Kirkhorn noted that it's probably going to take some time before Tesla insurance grows to the point where it needs disclosures. But even in its current state, it has already been very useful. Following Kirkhorn's comments, CEO Elon Musk highlighted that there are actually some important side benefits that Tesla insurance offers to the company. While Tesla insurance allows the EV maker to offer insurance services for its vehicles at a competitive and affordable cost, it also provides a very useful feedback loop for the company's efforts to minimize the cost of repair for its vehicles. It is also giving us a good feedback loop into minimizing the cost of repair of Teslas, for all Teslas worldwide. Because we obviously want to minimize the cost of repairing a Tesla if it's in a collision. And previously, we didn't actually have good insight into that because the other insurance companies would cover the cost. And actually, the cost in some cases were unreasonably high. Musk said, Tesla insurance data has been so useful for the company that Musk revealed that some changes to the design and software of its vehicles were driven by data from the program. Tesla insurance also provided the company with valuable insights on how it could improve its parts and service, which is arguably a pain point among owners over the years. So we've actually adjusted the design of the car and made changes in the software of the car to minimize the cost of repair. So it's giving us this really good feedback before. Again, reducing cost. Most accidents are actually small. They're like a broken fender or scratched side of the car or something like the vast majority of accidents. But we're actually solving how to get somebody's car repaired very quickly and efficiently. It's remarkable how small changes in the design of the bumper and improving the logistics of spare parts or providing spare parts needed for collision repair have an enormous effect on the repair cost. So, this has actually a very significant effect on the total cost of ownership and customer happiness. Musk said. Source: reposted and summarized from Maria Morano at TeslaRT.com. My take: Tesla's insurance business model is so much better than what everyone else is offering. It can't help but succeed. Tesla Model 3, that crashed at Pikes Peak, is reborn as mean electric track weapon. January 30, 2023. The Tesla Model 3 that crashed while racing at Pikes Peak in 2020 made the rounds in the automotive news as a testament to the racing car's safety. Seeing how Randy Probst, who was driving the unplugged performance-modified EV, came out of the wreck alive and well. And while Randy is still seen on a regular basis in car videos, most notably in Jason Kamis's productions made under Haggerty's umbrella, nothing new was published about the car itself. Until now, at least. Because the good people at Unplugged Performance who make a living out of modifying and customizing Teslas, have brought the wrecked Model 3 out of the dead and made it better than ever before. Named Bionic Phoenix, the repaired and much improved racing EV now sports one of the most aggressive carbon fiber body kits out there, with what seems to be a miles-long front splitter and a huge rear wing, which helped the car achieve a massive 4,000 pounds 2 tons of downforce at speed. The company behind it doesn't mention the car's weight, but it pulled all the stops to make it as light as possible, replacing the standard windows with Lexan, stripping the interior, and replacing as many metal body parts as possible with dry carbon panels. And to make things even more serious, the UP 03 forged wheels are 13-inch wide and the driver has a center seating position, just like in a McLaren F1. It's unclear at this point what Unplugged Performance plans to do with the Reborn Bionic Phoenix Model 3. But judging by its past record attempts at various famous racetracks in the United States, I think it's safe to say we'll see it sooner rather than later, showcasing the company's expertise in pushing EVs to the next level in terms of performance. What's interesting is that Unplugged Performance can usually sell you just about anything you see on their modified cars. So we can expect the same with this latest creation, which means the aftermarket for Teslas suddenly got a bit crazier. Source: reposted and summarized from Julian Nystrom at InsideEVS.com. My take: that Model 3 is a mean, lean racing machine.